Hello everybody, my name is Sean Murray and this is my Module 5 discussion board video. On this first slide here you can see my vendor list where I've split up all of my vendors between the categories that we were required to use. So for supplies I have Office Depot, thelibrarystore.com, and Binding 101. For furniture I have School Outfitters, texaslibrary.com, and schoolsin.com. For Makerspace, I have MakeBlock, SNS Worldwide, and Oriental Trading. For technology, I have Meta, MakerBot, and Amazon.com. And then for books, I have Tidal Wave, Macavia, and Scholastic. Here you can see my budget, where I'm listing all the items I plan on buying and where I'm getting them from and their cost. And you can see that my total is below our $10,000 budget. So as I was looking at what I wanted to buy, I was using the library at the school that I work at right now, pretending that that was my own library. And one of the things that I would like to do if I was in charge of our library is I'd like to have some more comfortable seating within the library. I want my library to be a place that the kids want to come and be comfortable while they're reading, a place that they want to be. So I'm looking at buying this sofa with table arms, and then the foam filled bag that kids would want to sit in. We don't have a makerspace in my school, so several of the items that I'm buying would go towards building a makerspace. This first set of things is the MakeBlock MBot Ultimate 10-in-1 Robotics class pack for schools and groups. So this would be for robotics and coding. And then I'm buying this cart because I need a place to store all this stuff. And the reasoning behind this, the why, is because the kids are working on 20th century skills. It's high interest, high engagement for the students. And I think it's going to bring a lot more people into the library. Along the same lines, I'd also like to get a 3D printer. This Sketch 3D printer from MakerBot is the one that I chose. And again, kids are working on 20th century skills. And it's very high interest and high engagement for students, and teachers might use this as well. So this would be something that could be used by faculty and students. And then finally, just some art supplies that could go in the makerspace. I like this pack because it had a lot of different things in there, and then throughout the year we could always supplement this as we see what kids are using the most. My why here, I said that the fancy technologies of coding, robotics, and 3D printing are great, but they're not for everyone. Some students would prefer to use their creativity to create with more art and craft materials. These types of maker supplies are also great because they can be replenished more cheaply than technology materials. Okay, then we move on to virtual reality. Another thing that we don't have in my current library. I wanted to do something with virtual reality, and I looked at some reviews, and it looked like the Quest virtual reality headsets seem to be one of the better ones for school. I want to get a set of 4 of these so that there's multiple opportunities for many students to experience it. And then I'm also getting this pack of games. There's 5 educational games with this MetaQuest Back to School pack. And my why, I said all people learn better when they can experience something rather than just read about it. Virtual reality allows students to do that. Virtual reality is also high interest and high engagement activity. Okay, and then the rest of these are just some kind of miscellaneous things, other supplies. So one of the things I've talked about with my mentor is something that I hadn't really thought about before, was that one of the things I'll need to do as a librarian is repair books, especially the really popular books that lots of people are going to have their hands on. They're going to take some wear and tear, and I'm going to need some supplies in order to repair those so they can go out and even more people can enjoy them. I also wanted a label maker as materials are coming into the library and we're entering them into our system, we need to label them as well. So we'd use this for everything that came in. And then I have this Cricut Explorer, which is a cutter. Um, the kids can use it for making posters. I can use it for making posters and displays. The teachers can use it to decorate their rooms, and for their projects and lessons. So this seemed like kind of a fun thing that we could get that a lot of people would use in the library. And then finally, books are still the focal point of my library, even with all this cool stuff that we're getting here. I talked to my mentor, and she said that our district usually has $4,000 of their total budget is set aside for books. So I'm a little under that with this, but we also talked about how um, which resources they use to buy books, and the one that she uses the most is Tidal Wave. So I allocated the most amount of money to books through Tidal Wave with the 2,000. But she also uses McAvee and Scholastic Books, and these numbers could fluctuate depending on what we need and what things cost with the different vendors. So yeah, I just allocated 250 each to McAvee and Scholastic. And books are the most important. So, got to make sure that I can continue to replenish the collection, refresh it, and make sure we're getting books in that are things that the kids want to read. And that is my presentation. Thank you very much.